Everybody come in, everybody to the party.
Well, hello there, my little wieners. I'm just dropping in real quick, to show you how to find these safe biocodes, and maybe a bit easier, I don't know, for opening the TECHROT safes that you may be finding in the WARFRAME 1999 new bounties stroke hex syndicate missions. And I don't know about you, but I'm a loot goblin, so I need to know how to get the stuff and things, and I just thought I'd share with you how I've been finding them a bit easier. And I hope it helps you, and if it does, please consider liking, commenting, and or subbing, and sticking around, because there's going to be so much more content coming, not just WARFRAME 1999, but all my other WARFRAME content and other games. So, let's dive in! Okay, my darlings, so as you're progressing through your Hex Syndicate bounties and or missions, you may find this pink icon, this waypoint, popping up now and again. Now, I don't know if it's an RNG, i.e. it won't always spawn in on every single mission. It did at the beginning when I first started playing through and leveling up, but as time went on, I noticed it didn't appear in everything that I did. So I'm not 100% certain if it's RNG or if it's tile set oriented or whatnot. I don't know, but sometimes it appears. Sometimes maybe you're just not in the right vicinity. Who knows, or could dare to dream. But this thing, this pink icon, represents this beautiful blue TECHROT safe. And this safe holds another Hex Syndicate thingamajigger in it, like the chugga-lugga ding-dongs or whatever you're picking up that earns you standing when you exchange it with Letty. And the only way you can access it is by using a biocode to unlock it. And finding these biocodes is proving a little tricky for some people I've seen in various comments on my videos and or in Discords, etc. And I have been finding them myself because I am an insatiable loot goblin. However, I thought I would try the air support charge called the Orokin Eye, which it's an ability you get with the landing craft, the parallax, once you built it. And if you pop it, it kind of pings off and shows you goodies in... I don't know how far across the tile set it goes. It's quite a way, but it'll show you goodies, especially in a vicinity. And it doesn't actually show you the biocode. I tried it in a couple of missions and it hasn't worked for me. So don't know what to tell you about that. You're just going to have to manually look for it. I haven't tried Golden Instinct, which is a very similar ability to Orokin Eye, not quite the same. That comes actually with your helmet. It's kind of in your helmet. You don't have to helmet it off a Warframe, but you can put it on to one of your Warframes and go loot goblin in a number of nominations around the tile set. However, I've had to do it the old-fashioned way. But I'm going to give you a hint and or a tip. It might be absolutely useful. It might be absolutely useless, and it might be useful if you can make it happen, and I understand that some people can't. What is it? It's all to do with your sound settings. But before we get into the sound settings, I also want to bring up loot mods. Primed Animal Instinct on your companion, or Animal Instinct fully fused, or Thief's Wit on your Warframe. Anything that is a loot radar mod will help incredibly. So what I've been doing, my method, is taking Dante, slashing everything with his ability. I've been using Vacuum on my Helios. It sucks up all the goodies, and any loot that remains on the map is a solid thing that can't be destroyed and sucked up as loot, i.e. it's something that you need to go and pick up. Now that could be the Hex Syndicate goodies like the pizza, the Big Bite Pizza, etc., or the burgers, or the boxes, or the film, or whatever it is you're picking up, but it could also be this biocode. Do you see what I'm getting at? And the biocode also gives off its own special little ringing sound, slightly different to the ones that the Hex Syndicate thingamajigger ding-dongs make. Oh yes. So to unlock your true potential as a loot goblin expert, you really do need to adjust your sound settings if you're wearing a headset. And what I tend to do is turn my music volume down when I'm loot goblining in, and my master volume up a little, but it's always my sound effects that I'll turn up. And this helps for Zariman missions as well, and Sanctum Anatomica. The items that you want will give off a particular sound that you'll get used to hearing in your headset, in your ear holes. Bit like when you're doing a disruption and you can hear the beeping and it's kind of like from a certain direction. It's kind of that vibe. It makes you go, oh, I can hear something. Hang on, let me have a look. And then in conjunction with your loot radar, if you've got it on your map, it'll help you pinpoint the item. Now, there have been a couple of these biocodes that I found very difficult to find. One of them was over 90 meters away from the actual safe. One of them was around 60 meters. So I don't know if there's a kind of limit between, I don't know, 50 and 100 meters radius away from the safe, because it's just bonkers that it might be like anywhere on the tile set. I don't feel like that's right. And here we see that I'm in a bounty with our beloved Arthur. I'm trying to impress him and, you know, earn the chemistry, as I like to call it. Okay, the chemistry, if you're normal. And here's the safe. So I went zooming off. And what I'm using Dante for, as I mentioned, is using his slash ability. And the vacuum mod on Helios is just sucking up as much loot as I can. And then anything that's remaining on my loot radar, those little white kind of icons, I'll go and investigate it, because it hasn't been slashed, broken up, or sucked up by myself or my Helios. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like working out. And I think there's kind of gonna be some kind of rhyme or reason as to where the biocodes spawn in. I was still learning as I was recording for these videos, like how far away do we go? Like where do you even begin to look for these biocodes? But there has to be a kind of radius, I'm guessing. I keep banging on about it in the hopes that someone will tell me in the comments if they've noticed it or if they've read any notes from Warframe devs. I just haven't had time, unfortunately, because, you know, Christmas is coming and I'm very busy in my job. Anyway, I'm going to shut up because I want you to hear what I'm hearing. Now, again, that was the biocode. It had like a little blue glow to it as well, and it was showing up on the loot radar as loot. And it had a very particular kind of sound effect to it. I don't know if you could hear it. If you're watching this just through your TV speakers, you may not hear it as well as if you've got a headset on and it's going directly into your ear balls, as I call them. Okay, ear holes if you want to be normal. But yeah, you definitely need to have a headset to be able to hear them and or spot them on your loot radar. I just know that I saw a lot of people sort of bemoaning that it's like really hard to find them, and it kind of is until you get your eye and your ears in. And that's my advice for you. That's it. That's all I'm here to tell you. Turn your sound effects up, try to put a headset in, and get those ear holes tuned into that particular kind of vibratory, resonant metallic noise. And it's a totally different noise to the ones that the little green hex syndicate goodies, like that chugga-lugga ding dong as I'm calling them, make. They have a sort of ringing tone to them, almost like a totally different sound, which I'll put in a different video. You may have heard them throughout this video, but anyway, I am enjoying the heck out of this because I'm a loot goblin to my core. So I have been slashing my way and getting so much loot from these missions, and I have ranked my way up. I'm almost fully ranked and I have completed the second bit of the quest, and I'm going to do videos. But I just wanted to get this one out in case you were struggling with finding the biocode. And if you really are struggling, then come to my Discord or find me in game and take me along, because I will find that bad boy for you if it's the last thing I do. Because like I said, I'm an insatiable loot goblin. As soon as I saw all these like random things, I was like, right, let me at it. I need it. I want it. Delicious. Anyway, you might be coming to this in the future if you're late to 1999. Albrecht doesn't like people being late, by the way, so have fun dealing with that. Go and check out all my other Warframe content, among others. In the meantime, thank you so much for being here. I really do hope to see you again in the next one, no matter what it may be. But in the meantime, you take care now and goodbye.